Alright, I'm super excited. My Woodzilla printing press has finally arrived all the way from Amsterdam to Melbourne, Australia in this box. Okay, let's have a look at it. Woo! Big journey. Got a nice little card here. Printmaking. I was a bit worried about the chip over, but it seems like it's in pretty good nick. Looks all pretty straight, I think. Get this nice felt mat. Oh, that's how it works. And you get that extra pressure. Oh, that's cool. You get in some instructions. Sticker, card. Great. So this is the A2 size one. I thought I'd just get the biggest one because there's no use buying something like this and then you just want to make bigger prints. I know I want to make pretty big prints. It also allows me, the A2 allows you to get bigger paper inside there because the steel here on the edges is going to limit how wide my paper can be. So even though I could theoretically make an A2 print, I guess. It's no use making an A2 print with no paper edge on there. And I've been leaving quite a bit of a border around my pictures, so I found it's no use buying stuff, like half-assed and then having to buy another one later with, all sorts of gear, not just printmaking gear. It's better to kind of invest in your future a little bit. This is exciting. Woohoo! This is gonna speed things up, but mostly it's gonna stop. I've been getting a bit of pain in my wrists actually from first of all the carving, but then just the burnishing. So it'll be interesting to see how even this prints. That's gonna be the next thing to try. I'm just gonna get the perfect amount of ink that I would normally use. You can see and hear what that's like. So this first print's pretty good. The only thing is there's a little bit of inconsistency in the flat color. So I'm gonna try and print it a little bit heavier ink and see what we get there. This is a bit heavier than I would normally use. Okay, this second one I'm definitely getting a nice flat color. The only thing is there's a little bit of a residue on the edge of the white lines and the blue. It's just a tiny bit of a build-up. That's because my ink is that bit more gluggy. I really prefer to ink it the other way and get a really nice flat color. Why don't I try and just print a flat color and show you whether there's an issue there. This is a solid coat, but no glugginess at all. It's relatively thin, but compared to the other one. Yeah, you can see it's not completely solid there. Alright, I'll try this test a bit heavier now. Okay, well you can see when I do a flat color test, I'm getting pretty similar result. When I do what I would call my normal inking level, I get inconsistency. When I ink heavier, I get a really nice solid color, but potentially there might be issues with the line work. If I hand burnish the first one, I get really good results. This test was on 200 GSM hot press paper. I've also tried Japanese. I normally print on lighter Japanese papers, maybe 80, 110. But if anything, I'm actually getting a better result on this, which is sort of counterintuitive, I think. What I might do is compare hand burnishing and the Woodzilla printer. I might do that in another video. I'll put the link below. In summary, I'm still finding it really useful, but I can see that it mustn't compare to a traditional heavy big press because clearly they can print a really nice solid color without over inking. And you know, they cost a load more than one of these presses, so maybe that's to be expected too. It's just, you know, this press wasn't exactly cheap. I think it's about 500, 600 US or something like that. So I just would have liked to have been able to, you know, get a good result without any hand burnishing, and I don't feel I really can, or like most of the time I can't. So, you know, that's a little bit disappointing, but it's still really useful to me. I'm glad I bought it. I'd love to know what other people think. I suspect that maybe a smaller press with the same amount of pressure over that area might work a little bit better. So maybe someone who knows about physics, a physicist, can tell us in the comments whether that's true, whether the same amount of pressure, you know, in this case, something like 65 kilograms of pressure over a smaller area would give you more pressure per square inch. I'm thinking maybe that will work better. People who have this, a lot more people have the smaller presses, so maybe that you can tell me what your results are compared to mine. That'd be great. So anyway, I hope this has been helpful, and if it has, you know, if you could like or subscribe, that'd be fantastic too. And we'll see you next time. Bye.